you know what a group of flamingos is called? That's just one of thousands of facts you'll discover on 5 daily trivia questions. Hi, I'm Mark Ellison. Join me every weekday for 5 mind-expanding questions about everything from ancient history to modern technology. Perfect for impressing friends or dominating your next pub quiz. 5 daily trivia questions. And the answer, a group of flamingos, is called a flamboyance. 5 daily trivia questions.
Hey folks, Garrett Fisher here. I need to tell you about this absolutely mind-blowing podcast, Acting President, that's been keeping me up at night. It's about James Bennett, a former governor starring in a hit Sunday night TV show about overthrowing the government, and then his actual former chief of staff approaches him to do it for real. The line between fiction and reality completely disappears when these course correction rallies start popping up everywhere. Is it brilliant marketing or something more sinister? The parallels are insane. Trust me, this is the political thriller you didn't know you needed in your life. Acting President, available now wherever you find podcasts.
Calaroga Shark Media.
When the conclave begins on Wednesday, there will be 117 cardinals eligible to enter the Sistine Chapel and take part in the secret voting process to choose the next pope. But not every cardinal gets a vote. This is white smoke, the path to a new pope. Because of reforms enacted by Pope Paul VI back in 1970, any cardinal who is 80 years old or older at the time of the Pope's death is excluded from the conclave. They're still members of the College of Cardinals, but they don't take part in the actual voting. There are other reasons a cardinal might not participate too. Take Cardinal Angelo Becciu. Although he retained the title of cardinal, he forfeited his voting rights after being convicted in late 2023 by a Vatican court for financial misconduct during his time as substitute for the Vatican Secretariat of State. Becciu officially withdrew from the conclave last week. Still, even though these senior members won't be casting a ballot, that doesn't mean they're not part of the process. Cardinals over 80 can participate in the pre-conclave meetings, known as general congregations. These are daily sessions where the full College of Cardinals discusses the state of the Church, what it needs moving forward, and handles any official business that must be addressed during the sede vacante, the period between popes. These gatherings are also a chance for elder cardinals to offer their wisdom and experience. Even in retirement, they may be sought out for insight and advice on what kind of leader the Church needs next. Importantly, the age restriction is not a punishment. Pope Paul VI introduced the rule out of respect, recognizing the difficulty that long travel and the demands of the conclave might place on aging clergy. There's also a practical side to it. Having a clearly defined age limit ensures consistency. It gives each pope a predictable number of future voters and allows him to plan accordingly. For example, if he knows that 20 cardinals will age out by 2030, he can prepare to appoint 20 new ones to keep the college balanced. Without that system, a pope would have to wait until a cardinal passed away to replace him, leading to uncertainty and potential gaps in the number of electors. So in the end, the age limit helps keep the conclave manageable, the voting group fresh, and the succession process smooth and predictable. Martin Scorsese has made a documentary with the late Pope Francis that will feature conversations between the pontiff and Scorsese, including what the filmmakers say was the Pope's final in-depth on-camera interview. Aldeas, a new story, will detail the work of Scholas Occurrentes, a non-profit international organization founded by the Pope in 2013 to promote what it termed culture of encounter among youth. Part of that organization's work has included filmmaking under the Aldeas initiative. The documentary will show young people in Indonesia, Gambia and Italy taking part in the program and making short films. Aldeas' Scholas Film and Scorsese's Sicilia Productions, which announced the film on Wednesday, said the documentary would be a testament to the enduring belief that creativity is not only a means of expression, but a path to hope and transformation. Before his death, Pope Francis called Aldeas an extremely poetic and very constructive project because it goes to the roots of what human life is: human sociability, human conflicts, the essence of a life's journey. No release date was announced for the film. Scorsese said, "Now, more than ever, we need to talk to each other, listen to one another cross-culturally. One of the best ways to accomplish this is by sharing the stories of who we are, reflected from our personal lives and experiences."
Feeling overwhelmed, stressed, like life's moving too fast? Take a breath, take 5 minutes, and take stock of all you have to be grateful for. I'm Olivia, and I invite you to join me for 5 Minutes of Gratitude, the podcast that transforms your outlook in the time it takes to drink your morning coffee. Together, we'll explore the power of thankfulness. From life's big blessings to its smallest joys, we'll discover how gratitude can change everything. 5 Minutes of Gratitude, because a thankful heart is a happy heart. Follow 5 Minutes of Gratitude now wherever you get your podcasts, and let's start our gratitude journey together.
You can get this podcast completely ad-free right now. If you're on Apple, just click the banner that says Uninterrupted Listening, and you'll get your first month free. If you use Spotify or other podcast players, go to calaroga.com/plus. It's just $5 a month, and you'll get access to over 20 premium shows with no interruptions. Binge listen to new series like the political thriller Acting President, Signal Lost, where military secrets land on the wrong phone, and Pager Protocol, the thriller about exploding pagers in the wrong hands. Plus, enjoy daily shows like Palace Intrigue about the royal family, daily comedy news, and 5 daily trivia questions to test your knowledge, and White Smoke, taking you behind the scenes at what's happening right now at the Vatican. You also get all our hot shows like 5 good news stories. Enjoy your favorite content without any ad breaks. Remember, Apple users click the uninterrupted listening banner for your free first month, and everyone else head to calaroga.com/plus. Get ad-free listening today.
Hey, Wait Smoke listeners, we thought you might want to check out our podcast, Question of Faith. I'm Deacon Mike Hayes.
And I'm Father Damian Ferentz.
And we're going to be talking all about Pope Francis's funeral. Our buddy, Father Eric Garris, was at the funeral, and he'll be joining us.
That's right. Not just at the funeral, but he was there the day Pope Francis gave his last blessing, last Angelus on Easter Sunday. Then the next day, he was at the tomb of John Paul II when he heard that the Pope died. So it was a big papal week for our buddy, Father Eric Garris, and I think he'll be a wonderful guest.
We'll have that and a whole lot more. You can catch us on Question of Faith, wherever you get your podcasts.
Each day we'll take a look at one of the candidates to be the next pope. Cardinal Raymond Leo Burke is regarded by critics as an outspoken traditionalist. Cardinal Burke, born in Wisconsin, was made a cardinal by Pope Benedict XV in 2010. He has publicly clashed with Pope Francis's more liberal philosophies, particularly regarding the latter's willingness to allow divorced and remarried couples to receive the Eucharist. He has also called the Church's new language around artificial contraception, civil marriage, and gay people objectionable. He previously said that Catholic politicians who support legalized abortion, such as Mr. Biden, should not receive the Eucharist. This firm stance on doctrinal matters has made him a polarizing figure within the Church, but has earned him strong support among traditional Catholics, who feel the Church has compromised too much with secular society. Cardinal Burke's background as an American gives him a different perspective from his European counterparts. Having served as the prefect of the Supreme Tribunal of the Apostolic Signatura, essentially the Church's Supreme Court, he has extensive experience with canon law and church governance. This legal expertise informs his strict interpretations of church teachings. Despite health challenges in recent years, including a serious bout with COVID-19, Cardinal Burke has remained an active voice for traditional Catholicism. His recovery was seen by supporters as providential, strengthening his standing among those who share his theological outlook. His resilience has only enhanced his reputation among conservative Catholics. An election of Cardinal Burke would represent a dramatic shift from Pope Francis's papacy and likely lead to a reversal of many recent reforms. While this makes him a long shot in a conclave that includes many Francis appointees, his clear theological vision and unwavering positions give him a dedicated base of support among cardinals who seek a return to more traditional Catholic practices. We'll continue to have daily updates for the foreseeable future. Please join us every Sunday for our regularly scheduled episode of White Smoke, The Path to a New Pope, where we explore humanity's most elaborate and secretive transfer of power. White Smoke is a production of Calaroga Shark Media. Executive producers John McDermott and Mark Francis.
In Washington, D.C., power flows through information. But what happens when the most sensitive military intelligence in the world ends up on the wrong phone? In the halls of power, a national security advisor makes a fatal miscalculation. On the other side of the world, a special forces team walks into a perfectly orchestrated trap. When the dust settles, 4 American soldiers are dead, 3 more captured. And the most catastrophic intelligence breach in modern history is just beginning to unravel. Signal Lost, a 6-part podcast thriller about betrayal, courage, and the devastating consequences of a world where even our most guarded communications are never truly secure. When everyone is listening, nowhere is safe. Signal Lost. Available wherever you get your podcasts.